welcome, good people, to another Defender Roundtable, where the incredible staff of the Defender Network gets together and just talks about the various issues going on in the world, the big issues, the big happenings. And this week, we're talking about what else? What pissed you off most about the inauguration of Donald John Trump? And to have this conversation or to weigh in, we've got the incomparable Rashad Tate, the one and only Terrence Harris, and Lord have mercy, the fashion icon Laura Onyinaho. How y'all doing today?
Doing good, doing good.
All right, all right.
As well as we can in Trump's America.
There it is right there. And so now that we are knee deep in Trump's America, we've had a few days to deal with this inauguration BS. What pissed you off the most about that moment? I want to go first to our managing editor, Rashad Tate.
So do you have about 6 hours so I can tell you? I mean, I'm going to start with my forever president, and that is Barack Obama. And that is, the disrespect shown to him as he entered the rotunda. There's some argument that he was not booed at the inauguration. As he entered the rotunda, there were loud boos, and that is indicative of the classlessness that I think we are about to see for the next 4 years. But as he unveiled some of his priorities, there's just so much that I saw wrong that pissed me off. And it was, number one, the message after Obama. It's the message that he stood there and delivered, disparaging President Biden, Kamala Harris, their administration. What happened to uplifting America? What happened to unifying America? It was all about grievances and just basically talking bad about them as they sit there.
Right in their face, right
Right
up in their face. Lord have mercy. Terrence, what did you see?
Man, I mean, everything pissed me off about that whole day, that the idea that we had to sit through this and take it, and just knowing the pettiness of this man, and knowing that he just, I mean, nothing about him is ever going to be about bringing together. And certainly his speech did nothing for that at all. I mean, as a matter of fact, it helped divide us, which is, I just really feel like that's his goal always. I mean, I don't think that he wants to be unified. What he wants is he wants to run the country. And the way that he's going to do it is through chaos. I mean, and so he showed us that. But another thing that really bothered me, and I think that, it hasn't really been talked about enough, was Elon Musk and that German salute sign that he did. That, I mean, that was just ignorant. I mean, and any president with any kind of wherewithal, with any kind of dignity would immediately remove him from his staff. I mean, and from his surroundings. I mean, that guy is just bad for business. And so, I mean, to allow that to happen and nobody say anything. But I think, it goes back to kind of what we all sort of know. And it's that, that Donald Trump is so deep in the Elon Musk pockets that he can't really probably say anything, but he wouldn't know how to anyways.
I didn't think you were going to say pockets, but I'm glad you did. Keep this PG. Laura Onyinaho, what are your thoughts on this matter?
Yeah, so I very much agree with Terrence and Rashonda. Some of the things I disliked about the inauguration was the fact that he kept saying this was going to be a golden age for the country. He kept, of course, insulting the administrations before him in front of them, the oligarchs, the billionaires that were sitting right in front row. I recall watching or reading Senator Elizabeth Warren's Twitter message saying that these billionaires have better seats than Trump's own cabinet picks. And so you can understand who's sleeping in bed with who and what's going to be happening, because it's definitely going to impact us, and it's not going to be beneficial to us as far as that relationship is concerned. Having to watch the Democrats grit their teeth throughout the whole entire inauguration was the worst. having to do this all in the name of peaceful transition, something that the Trump administration knows nothing about. But they still had to, be on their best behavior, even though being on their best behavior got them this loss, right? I don't know. Just also the fact that Trump is even mentioning MLK in any capacity to say that we strive to bring his dream, to make his dream a reality. I don't know what dream he was on. I don't know where that came from or why he even said it, but it was just it was the wrong time to even mention MLK, and he's doing nothing to bring about his dream at all. And in another part, sorry, can I keep going? Another one that got on my nerves was the fact that he was okay to pardon the 1,500 supporters of the January 6th riot that was live for us to watch.
Treasonous A thugs, yes.
And he said, you know what? Yeah, I don't care. And he sat there live and direct with his markers, signing executive orders, playing around, throwing markers in the air. Like, he thought that this whole thing was a joke. It was a joke.
It's because he can do what he wants with no repercussions. Point blank, period.
Yeah. But
I would love to hear from Michelle Obama. I would love to hear her perspective on this.
Michelle's like, I told you not to go. That's why you should have stayed at home. And I am not mad at Michelle at all.
Oh, no.
Michelle, she caught some flack, but we can't blame her. Let Barack be the diplomat. Michelle is over it. And that's what I was talking about when I said, Black women. For a lot of us, we have carried the weight of grace and compromise for far too long. We're resting, having boundaries, and making space for what serves us. And if Michelle skipping the inauguration is what her way of reclaiming peace, then I'm standing with her, because she's not with the faking the funk, and I don't blame her.
Amen, amen. And Terrence, you wanted to add something.
This has to be probably the second worst, or maybe this is the worst, and the second worst would have been his initial inauguration. But I mean, like, this was just, I mean, it could not have left anybody with any kind of wherewithal or desire for this country to be great, to feel good about what these next 4 years are going to be about. I mean, this is going to be, we're back to the pettiness, we're back to the antagonistic, ideologies that this guy harbors. I mean, this is going to be a sad time in America for us. But I mean, as I keep saying, this is our time to shine. I mean, this is our time to rise above him, and then let them guys kind of self-destruct as well. I just don't believe that Donald Trump and Elon Musk coexist for 4 years, because both of them have egos out of control. I think that, I believe that Donald Trump also, because he does not create alliances, he creates bullying situations. And I think what he kind of did to the Supreme Court, which right now is, he has the majority conservative situation going. But I mean, I think what he did with TikTok, how he handled that with them, I think will come back to bite him at some point as well.
We will see, but like Laura said, the madness has already begun. And, even more recently, I think just today, ending the whole Equal Employment Act. And, folk look at Black people as benefiting from that, but anything that helps us has benefited white folk even more, especially white women. So they're going to feel that in their behind, but they're running around rejoicing right now. But we'll see if they're going to F around and find out. But any final words before we get out of here?
Yeah, for me, the final words is the Snoop, Nelly, and the cancel culture. That's just to kind of talk about some of our own. Now, count me among those who kind of side-eye them, but I'm not mad at them because of their political preference. My issue lies with the hypocrisy. For Snoop example, he built his career on the support of a community that stood by him through thick and thin. We were there when he faced the murder charge, when he pushed boundaries in his music and his image, and we still supported him. Now our loyalty is part of why he's now Martha Stewart's best friend, hosting the Olympics and sitting in one of the coveted The Voice chairs. But despite once standing 10 toes down in his disdain for Trump, he switched sides. Now, it's all about business. I get it. But when Elon Musk posts memes laughing at you and not with you, that makes me go, I hope the check was worth it. They've switched sides. They've gone against everything that they've said and shot a middle finger to the people that supported them. I don't expect us to be monolithic, but to basically do a soldier boy and be like, screw y'all, screw who made me. This is what I'm doing because it's about the money.
Yeah.
I hope they
You
don't
know,
need an OJ and have to come back over to us.
we'll
they
see
ain't
what
welcome.
happens. We'll see what happens. But my prayer is, like what Terrence is saying, that we recognize we've got to make this moment our moment, so that we can all be looking as fly as Laura is in her GQ
Killing it.
her GQ gear over there, chilling.
Oh,
But yeah. For those out there watching, thank you for checking us out this time. And go on defendernetwork.com, go on YouTube as well, and look for our channel, because all of our past roundtables are there. Check them out, share them with your friends, and always check out the good work, the great work that's being done by the folk that you're looking at right here, right now at defendernetwork.com. And until next time, stay black.